Let's go to your voicemails. I have a voicemail today from the Eggman. Our voicemail line is 219-2-DAVID-P. The Eggman has been tweeting, emailing, and leaving voicemails about when we did the story of the Marine who was beaten up for defending his gay friends, and it is being called a hate crime. Eggman seems to be upset about hate crimes, and this is the example he posed. Let's listen to Eggman.
Yo, brother. Okay, I'm the Eggman. I'm driving my car down the road, and I see a homosexual man on the side of the road, and I do not like him. So I get out of my car, I beat him up, I mean really bad, like in the head, concuss the guy. Painful. He passes out. Get back in my car, start driving. Somebody cuts me off really bad. Then I get out of my car at the light, and that guy who cut me off, I beat the to him just as bad. Man, head kicks, punches, concuss the guy, he's up, he passes out.
Yep.
Then they catch the Eggman 10 miles down the road. I beat up a gay dude, and I beat up a poor driver dude. Which one should get me more time in prison? Now, keep in mind, both have the same injuries. They're both going to be for life. They both have pain forever. How come if I beat up some guy who cut me off, it's not as hateful as if I beat up some guy who's on the side of the road who just looks different?
Right.
I think they're both horrible crimes, Dave, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you. No matter what your motive is for beating somebody physically really bad, it's hateful. You're a piece of and you should be in prison. I don't give a if somebody cut you off. I don't give a if somebody did nothing to you and they just look different. You're still a horrible person and belong in prison. And the guy that beat you up for cutting him off is no less culpable than the guy who beat somebody up for just being gay or being black or being Jewish or having bad hair or a big nose or whatever. You got me, dude? Come on, man. Violence is horrible.
Okay, so here's the thing. The Eggman is missing something. There is nobody saying that the injuries sustained would be worse or that the crime in itself is worse physically if it is motivated by someone cutting you off or motivated because someone is gay. The point of hate crime legislation is to make it abundantly clear that aside from all the things that are already against the law, breaking laws with a motivating factor being that someone belongs to a particular group, class, race, sexual orientation, etc., social class, whatever the case may be, those are particularly antisocial behaviors to take that as the reason to commit a crime, and they are particularly necessary to show that it will not be tolerated. And people will say, but it's already a crime to beat people up. We don't need hate crime legislation. You often hear that. And that completely misses the point. Because if someone cut you off, you're absolutely right that it is still a crime to get out of your car and to beat them up. But that is not a very specific antisocial, depraved behavior above and beyond the fact that they cut you off. Whereas targeting someone solely for their membership in a particular race, class, creed, whatever the case may be, is a particularly heinous type of crime that represents a certain depravity, Lewis, that needs to be specifically targeted.
Perhaps. At the same time, what we're talking about here is harsher penalties, harsher sentences. And I think that normal assault and battery sentences just need to be harsher to meet those that we're talking about here. I think that would please Eggman. I think that would please me. I don't necessarily think that we do need that designation if normal assault and battery were considered just as heinous.
All right, Lewis disagrees with me on this. What do you think? Write in. I think there is a very specific point to hate crime designations. I think we need them. I think they are valuable. Send me your thoughts. We can follow up on this one. That's it for today, but the bonus show continues. DavidPakman.com/membership.